Good to be sitting in. And, yeah, like you said, we got the World Series out here. The Rams were in town and played a game last night. And then the Dodgers and the Yankees are going to go at it again tomorrow. First time Dodgers and Yankees met in the World Series since they were the Brooklyn Dodgers back in New York City. So this is history tonight. And like you said, it's how both these fan bases painted it up. But I think, Martin, honestly, it's kind of how most people could see it coming around about 4th of July. They were clearly the two best teams in baseball. The Dodgers have dominated their division over the last, 8 or 9 years. They won the NL West, and the Yankees have kind of bounced up and down, back and forth, winning their division, then not making the playoffs, then making the playoffs, get eliminated. And now, since 2009, for the first time since 2009, are back to the summit of fall classic baseball in the World Series as they get ready for first pitch out here not too far from us. So I'm ready for this, man. I am super excited. I didn't know I would be this excited for this World Series until the matchup was made. And in sports, Martin, we like the little guy, right? We love Rudy. We love the mid-major. We love the Cinderella. We love the underdog. But at the end of the day, when all the chips are on the table and everybody's got to push all their money into the middle, you can't hold nothing. It's now or never. This is the end. This is the final boss in the video game, right? This is the championship. It's either win or go home. You got to go home anyway, but somebody's going to hold a trophy and be named the best at what they do this year, and their city's going to get a big, beautiful parade, and they're going to be etched in history forever. Win a championship, and what better way for it to be than the two biggest cities in the world than Los Angeles and New York? Like, I am so hyped for this World Series. I haven't even picked my winner yet. I think
I asked you who you thought was going to win.
I know. I think
3 minutes later.
Excuse me. All right. So who I think is going to win is the Dodgers. I would like to see the Yankees win because I'm an East Coast guy. And it would be cool to see Judge and those guys get a ring for all the talent they have and all the power they have in their lineup. And Garrett Cole comes over, having won a World Series already, coming over to the Yankees now. But the Dodgers just have so much talent in their lineup. It's basically going to come down to what it normally comes down to in baseball, Martin, and that is your pitching and defense up the middle. Do the Dodgers have enough arms? And do they have enough strategy to pitch through, around, right at whatever the case is going to be at that vaunted Yankee lineup? The Dodgers could lose some of these games 10-7, 9-6. There are going to be some runs scored in this series. There's going to be a ton of runs scored in this series, and there's going to be some long moonshot home runs. But, of course, all eyes are, in my opinion, on the two biggest guys, and that's Aaron Judge and Shohei Ohtani. I believe whatever guy shows up when their team needs them the most, Martin, is going to win this. And just watching Shohei, every time you think that the guy is not real, he just keeps balling. He keeps doing things that just make – I'm starting to think he's an X-Men. I don't think this guy's real. For real, this guy's an X-Men. This guy was made in a factory some damn where. I had a chance to see him up close covering the Dodgers this summer, and it's almost like, wow, you don't even know what to say when you see this guy and just his talent. But Aaron Judge is right there. I banged on him a lot last year. He has answered the bell this year. He has fought back from the injuries that he had last year after getting the huge mega contract for the Yankees. He'll be ready to go, but it's going to come down to Garrett Cole, that lineup for the pitching staff for the Yankees, and the pitching staff, whatever they're going to try out there for the Dodgers. Whatever pitching staff can manage through tight, important innings in the middle of games and get to the bullpen, that's the team that's going to win this series. I just think that the bats of the Yankees are going to be a little more than the Dodgers. Give me the Yankee. I'm taking a cop-out in 7. That's because I want 7. Two best teams in the league. I think I need 7 of these. Give me the Yankees in 7.
Yeah, I'm taking the Yankees as well for that point that you just made about the pitching in the middle innings and especially late innings. Because here's the thing. I just don't believe. Yeah, I know. I know. I just don't. As I sit here and think about it.
Go ahead, Squeak. Say it.
Oh, I'm good. I'm here for this, Martin. I'm okay with you picking a side, but I'm gonna say this, VJ. No.
Let's leave the pre-show.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Now,
fine.
All right. Thank you.
I'll
that's messed up. I want it.
I'll tell you it later.
If you had been here for the pre-show reading,
you
would have been privy to it.
Okay.
I'll tell you later.
All right. Okay.
Anyway.
All right.
I just don't think that this is the way it breaks down for me. You got Garrett Cole, who is an ace, who we will see pitch twice this series.
Mm-hmm.
More than ain't nobody sweeping nobody. We're going to see him twice.
He might pitch 3 times.
I expect those 2 minimum, maybe 3,
yeah,
to be Yankees wins, and that's why I think Yankees in 7.
So you think he gets both of it?
I think he goes out there and shuts down, gets that Yankee bullpen a little bit of rest, does what the Dodgers are not able to do right now, more than likely, because I don't think that Yamamoto is going to be able to do anything similar to that. Then you get 5 innings out of Yamamoto and his start, you're feeling good about it. Dave Roberts in this postseason, I think the Dodgers end up losing this. But Dave Roberts, who's been much maligned throughout this whole kind of this era of Dodger baseball, people talking about him making bad decisions, so on and so forth. I think that people will look back at this Dodgers team when we were all said and done and be like, how in the world
did he not?
Did they? No, well, how in the world did they get here? They don't have any pitchers.
Yeah.
They don't have any pitchers.
Because their lineup is just ridiculous.
I understand.
That's
why. What is playoff baseball about? Pitching, defense, overwhelmingly more than anything.
In the postseason. But in the regular season, you can bat your way to the World Series. You can hit your way to the World Series.
Well, you gotta win 2 postseason rounds to get minimum to get to the postseason. That's what I'm saying. Like generally, like the Detroit Tigers never had the pitching to get to this point.
Yeah.
Right? And part of the reason why they did is they traded Jack Flaherty to the Dodgers, who, if he had been pitching like the way he was in the middle of the year, I'm with you. But he's lost velocity on his fastball. And I just think ultimately this series is going to come down to a moment in which Dave Roberts is forced between 2 decisions, one of them bad and one of them worse. You know what I'm saying? Like, we always sit here and look at a baseball. Oh, well, you should have just pulled him out. Oh, you should have. Oh, how can you come with this guy out of the pen as opposed to this guy out of the pen? We look at these decisions as like the other one ultimately would have worked. I think what happens with the Dodgers pitching staff this series, Dave Roberts runs out of options, and as a result, Yankees win.
Really?
MVP, Giancarlo Stanton.
Oh, Giancarlo Stanton is going to go off. This idea that they're going to get both, man. As far as Garrett Cole starts, I think he gets one. I definitely think he gets one. Here's my thing: with games 1 and 2 with the Dodgers. So if he's going to get both, then that means they got to get tonight. So that means they got to get game 1. I think this is a split. I'm not sure if the Yankees get game 1 tonight. It's a lot of energy out here in the city. You walking around. I've been out and around earlier today, just even yesterday, last night, just this week, knowing this World Series was coming up. Like, there's a certain energy in this city I haven't felt sports-wise in a long time. It's been a while since I've felt this city like this. I think that does play until tonight's game. I think Garrett Cole gives some solid innings, but you're telling me he's going to just mow down this vaunted lineup.
I'm not saying he just mows them down. I'm not saying the Dodgers score no runs. I'm saying Garrett Cole can go 6 or 7 innings and buy the rest of the bullpen some time. The Dodgers don't have that option.
No, the Dodgers don't have that
That's
option.
what I'm saying.
The Dodgers don't have that option.
If Garrett Cole can get you through 7 2/3 and keep the score under 3, under 4.
I ride him into 8. If you get me to 7 2/3,
that's what I'm saying.
I'm putting you out there. It's the World Series. It's the World Series. If Garrett Cole gets to the 7 2/3, you're coming out for the 8th. Like, you're coming out for the 8th, and I'm just, now all I got to do is send out my closer in the 9th, and we're good. I'm just, man, this Dodgers lineup is just so strong and so powerful. And once again, I mean, if it's not Smith, if it's not Mook, if it's not, Freddie Freeman, if it's these guys, this lineup, it's just so dangerous from top to bottom. I think Cole can get one of his first 2 starts. I'm thinking that second win will be game 4 or 5 in New York. I don't think he gets tonight. I think the energy of the stadium, the energy of the city, both teams have been rested, so no one's tired at this point. Yeah, you got nicks and bruises and things of that nature, but I really do feel like the Dodgers' energy and their bats will lead tonight. I'd say maybe 7-5. 7-6 tonight, a close game, but I think the Dodgers take game 1. That means Cole doesn't get one of his first 2, but then I believe the Yankees will rebound tomorrow night and come still game 2, and then that sends us back to New York 1-1 with 3 to go in the Bronx, and then we'll see what happens from there.